Hey guys, MTG Noob here. I'm going to be talking to you about the M15 Souls. So let's get on the Soul train and talk about the Soul of Theros. Soul of Theros is a 6/6. I believe all of them are 6/6, and it costs 6, so it kind of is like, oh my gosh, is this the new Titan cycle? And in a sense it is, but I believe the Titans were still better. Nothing personal against the Souls, but this one is a Vigilance 6/6, and it has a very stupid ability. It is a 6 mana ability, 2 white and 4, where it basically pumps itself and the team, and they get first strike and lifelink. This is going to be impossible to race. If you don't kill this right away, you're pretty much scooping up your cards and just cursing out, oh, stupid Soul of Theros. Why did this person open up a Soul of Theros and I didn't, and I got 15 Mind Rots, etc. What's even more awesome about the Souls is that when they go to the graveyard, they still have the ability again. So let's say somehow they kill this and you just go, alright, well, it's time to just give my team +2/+2 first strike and lifelink for a low cost of 6 mana. Souls equal good. This is probably one of the better ones, especially in limited. Now the real question is, will the Souls see standard play? I'm guessing yes, but let's look at the white one more time. Elspeth is also 6, so it's going to be a tight fit for that one. The Soul of Ravnica. This one is 6/6 for 6. That flies. Flying is not a bad thing. This is one of those pictures that he's not really having wings, but he flies. So I like when they do that, because a lot of times when things look like they fly, sometimes they don't, and then I get tricked. He also has crazy eyeballs in his hands, like that movie that I'm thinking of, Pan's Labyrinth, which I love, and I also sometimes do that like crazy hand thing, like with my eyes and my face, and I'm like, oh, look at me, I'm weird. This one gets to draw a card for each color among permanents you control for 7 mana, so you're at least drawing 1 card, assuming you're putting this in any other color deck that you have, meaning you might pair it with red or with green or with black or with white. You might end up drawing 2 cards. This one isn't one of the most amazing ones, but in limited, the ability just gets really stupid really fast. This might have a home in constructed, but it doesn't have a good way to protect itself like Aetherling did, or does currently for now at least. So I don't see this making an impact in standard, especially since most likely you're playing at most a 3-color deck. But it will definitely end up making an impact in limited, and if you open it, you're gonna probably win the game based on sheer card advantage. It can't protect itself right away, but none of the souls can. But at least if it dies, you still get to set up a sick card draw for the foreseeable future. And it's really good because it just draws you so many cards. Even if you're drawing 1 extra card a turn, it doesn't seem like a lot, but end of the turn, leave up all my mana, end of your turn, draw a card. Maybe if I have a white permanent, also draw 2 cards. It's a good one. I don't think it's as good as the white one in limited, but it's still good. Soul of Innistrad. Do I have to say 6/6, 6/6, all the 6, the number of the beast, you know what I mean. It's Death Touch, which is not as good as flying, but I like me a Death Touch. I do like this ability because you're going to be playing out stuff, it's going to die, and you're going to be able to return up to 3 target creature cards from your graveyard to your hand. And when you think about limited, most of the time it comes down to who's got the better creature, who's got the better threat. And being able to reanimate your stuff, in a sense, it's a ass backwards way of reanimating, but you're getting there. It is card advantage. They are using spells or creatures to deal with your other creatures, and eventually you'll be able to return things to your hand. I like it. I think it's pretty good. I really like the art on this one. Okay, limited. Don't think it's going to make an impact in constructed, but limited bomb, or all these are limited bombs. This one might make an impact in like a reanimator style deck, where you can get, dump it in the grave and get things back to hand. Let's say you lost something really good like a Desecration Demon, or, an Obzdad, or, a Blood Baron, or whatever new creatures are coming out. But the fact that it doesn't put them into play is kind of a pain, but we all know that would be way, 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 way too powerful. Okay? The Soul of Shandalar. I love that name. For a plane. This one I like. 6/6 first strike is pretty good. It beats up the other ones in combat, which is always really, really nice to have outside of the white one, of course. And it deals 3 damage to target player and 3 damage to up to 1 target creature that player controls for 5 mana. I like that ability. I think having a big, large, stupid guy and being able to take things out 3 damage at a time and hit a player for 5 mana is really nice. It's also realistic that you might be able to get to 10 mana and then do this twice, which is pretty much GG, and it is really sick that you get to do it from the graveyard as well, as I feel that this is one of the stronger souls. Does it have a home in, red-green monsters or Jund monsters? I honestly don't know. I don't think the effect is powerful enough, but I could be wrong, especially if standard slows down. The fact that all these are just 6/6 giant dudes doesn't really bode well for them, but I think they will have an impact in standard. Okay, let's talk about the green one now, I believe. Yep, Soul of Zendikar. The art on these, it's just such great art. I mean, that's one of the reasons I feel most people love Magic, is just awesome art. Okay, 6/6 for 6. Reach, which is definitely good. It blocks flyers, and this will swat almost anything that comes at it in the air. Just face punch it. You get to put a beast onto the battlefield. That's not really that scrumptious, so to speak, but it does add up over time, and creating an army in a can or from a can is really nice, especially if that army is, 3/3 beast. It's like a can of whoop ass compared to making a 1/1 soldier token or a 2/2 knight. Beasts are kind of the measuring stick for decent token creation. So I really like that this guy is bringing some buddies to the party with him, and it's nice that he at least gets to put a 3/3 into play when he's dead, and he just craps it out. I think, standard play, maybe. You're ramping into it. You got some beasts. Is 5 mana where you really want to be, though? Every turn, I don't know. I kind of wish a lot of these had trample. Okay, the last one is the Soul of New Phyrexia. I love this because it's colorless, so it's just an auto slam dunk into any of your limited decks. You're just bombastic and fantastic when you're playing with this. This one does have trample, so I like that as well. And permanence you control gain indestructible until end of turn. That's just stupid good. It really is. It's just like, I'm an indestructible trampler. Oh, the rest of my team is also indestructible. How are you going to kill me? And it's colorless, which makes it so sweet. This one, in my opinion, is probably the best one. For constructed, I could see this being a finisher in maybe a control style setting. If you are looking for a finisher like this, once again, it doesn't protect itself right away, so maybe too slow for that. But in limited, this is probably the best one. Hey, what the hell do I know? These are just my opinions. And that concludes our Soul series. I hope you enjoyed our smooth soul jam ride on our soul train. And if you got any soul, subscribe to the channel, and please check out my other retro gaming channel, Retro Revenge. The link's down below. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe and enjoy your pre-release.